Hello and welcome to my first ever haul video for I Craft Things. My name is Julia and I wanted to record the process of making cards, but it turns out to be slightly more difficult than I had anticipated. So I thought, let's just start easy and let's record a haul video where I can learn how to operate my equipment, how to cut the video. I'll be starting out with this Stampin' Up order that I placed with my demo. As you can see, she's always doing something special for me, having a little thank you note attached to it, which I really appreciate. I only wanted one of the items actually, but once you get started, you can't really stop. At least that's the case for me. So I got a whole bunch of things. First of all, it's this heat gun. I already have a heat gun by Ranger, but I'm not entirely happy with it. And I did some research and I think that the Stampin' Up heat gun is made by the company Milwaukee. And everybody's raving about this Milwaukee heat gun, and so I thought, just give it a try. It's branded with the Stampin' Up logo, but it has this nice foot, which means you can put it on your work surface and the hot part here up front will never touch the actual work surface, so that's very convenient. Additionally, you have this plastic protection where the heat comes out, so the metal inside of it will never touch your hands and you will not burn your fingers. It also has this little slider for 2 settings. Don't know what they do. I will find this out, I guess. Just to be clear, so this is the Ranger heat tool that I've been using so far, and it's not a bad tool at all. It works just fine. But I found that I usually had to wait for 1 or even 2 minutes until it reached, until it was hot enough to be used properly. And then it also has this rather large opening, which meant that I was always burning my fingers. I always had to use tweezers. And I just hope that with the Stampin' Up tool, I can be more precise when I do embossing and it will be more fun. I also got this stamp set. It's called Daydream Medallions, and at first I completely overlooked it in the catalog, but then I saw some examples on Pinterest and I was absolutely delighted when I saw the examples. So these are the stamps. They are red rubber stamps. You can adhere them to an acrylic block and they will work just fine. They're already pre-cut. You just have to pop them out of this bigger sheet. And the nice thing about the stamp set is, even though it comes in 2 different parts, this one fits into the other. So you can basically layer these stamps. I'm not entirely sure yet how I'll make sure that they will actually fit. But I also got the coordinating die set. And while I was taking this apart, I reminded myself that I should keep the thin plastic piece here, because it's great for when you do shaker cards and stuff. Why buy supplies if you can just use what you have? And while I was struggling to get the wafer thin dies out of this envelope, they come pre-packaged like this. I realized that this is actually a very nice envelope to store the dies in. I wish those would be available for purchase for a very reasonable price. But anyways, these are the framelits, and as you can see, they fit the shape of the stamps. So each one of the framelits coordinates with one of the stamps. So you can imagine the possibilities are literally endless with the stamp set, using it with different colors, different shapes, layering stuff on top of each other. So I can't wait to get started. Also, because my purchase exceeded a certain amount of euros, I got a stamp set for free. This is the one that my Stampin' Up Demo ordered for me, and these are clear stamps, and I think it's the first time ever that Stampin' Up has done clear stamps. They are made out of photopolymer. They're completely see-through, and as you can see, there are different arrows, there's a little badge that you can use, some generic stamps, circle stamps and stuff, and I'm very curious to try them out. Like I said, they are completely clear, so clear stamp now finally means clear with Stampin' Up. You just peel them off the sheet, put them on an acrylic block, and yeah, that's it. So I'm eager to try those, and that was my Stampin' Up haul. This is the second part of my haul video, and I'm absolutely delighted because these are products from Make the Day Special. That is a store in the UK, and they stock brands that you usually don't get here in Europe. For example, Mama Elephant is really hard to get. What else? They also have Newton Snook. They have Neat and Tangled, and brand new, I think, Winnie and Walter. So there's a lot of brands that have excellent products, and Make the Day Special has them almost all. And it always feels like Christmas when I get stuff from them. So this time I got, I'll show you the die set later because there's a stamp set that goes with it. But this is the die set for the storybook stamp set by Avery L. So these are the dies that will allow me to cut out the critters and everything else, and I'm just very excited to use these. These are the creative cuts. This is basically these are basically alphabet dice, and I like them because the letters are kind of narrow, which means you can actually like spell out entire words or even sentences on a card, and they are called inline letters. So yeah, as you can see, they look really awesome. I can't wait to use them. And these are the fem frames, and I've been waiting for these forever. I can't believe I finally got them. You might not understand my excitement, but just let me show you. So basically these are 2 frames, and one of them is scalloped, one of them, the smaller one is stitched, the bigger one is scalloped. They fit inside of each other, or you can use them separately. But I'm just absolutely delighted to finally have them because there's so many neat cards that I've seen on Pinterest made with these dies, and I can't wait to use them. I'm sorry if I repeat myself, this is just the excitement of finally unwrapping all these goodies. I also like how Tara is the owner of the store. I like how Tara wraps everything. It's so nice and neat, and I don't really want to destroy the paper, but I want to have the goodies. So excited. Sorry, Tara. My cat will be delighted to have paper now. So, oh gosh, it's a whole stack of stuff. So, this is by W+9. They are called quilt prints, and I just love the versatility of this stamp set. I can see myself using it a lot because you have the stitched outlines, you have the solid outlines, and then you have different patterns. Let me just zoom in for a second. You can see that you have different patterns which you can then use to fill in, well, the blanks basically. Yeah, and I just really excited to use those as well. This is the Build a Banner stamp set by Avery L, and that goes with this die set that I unpacked earlier. And I don't have like a proper banner die, let alone a banner stamp, so I'm really excited about these because I think they open up a lot of possibilities for sentiments on the card. These are Vinnie and Walter stamps, and they're basically impossible to get in Europe, and yay, Tara has them, so of course I went overboard and I bought all 3 sets that I wanted. This is the Big, the Bold, and the Happy stamp set, and I think if you look at the stamp set, it explains in itself why it's called Big and Bold and Happy. Happy is because of course, the Happy stamp, and then you have lots of text stamps, which are just perfect for every occasion, but I especially like the bold stamps. This one here is the Big, the Bold, and U, obviously because of the U. And this is also such a versatile set. You have 3 bold stamps and then a lot of like simple words that you can combine with these big and bold stamps and have so much versatility with the set. This one is just absolutely adorable. It's called Scenery, Big Bang Confetti, and you have these 4 large stamps which you can use to build a background, and then you have the smaller stamps, which are actually, these are, for example, single stamps. Let me zoom in for a minute. So as you can see, these are single stamps, these are single stamps, these are single stamps, these are single stamps, and whoops, these are single stamps as well. So it's absolutely amazing how many stamps you get for the value of this just one regular priced stamp set. These are the, they should be the inline letters. Yes, they are the inline letters. And I have a few alphabet stamp sets, but I don't have like uppercase ones which are as big and bold as this, and also as narrow as this. They go, of course, with the inline die set that I showed you previously. So currently I'm using this stamp set by Lawn Fun. This is the Milo's ABC. And as you can see, the letters are very narrow, also very small, which allows you to spell out entire phrases on a card. I absolutely love this stamp set, but I wanted something that is bolder if you want to have just maybe one word or two words and make them really stand out. Then I think this stamp set by Mama Elephant is absolutely amazing, and I'm really looking forward to using it. I'm looking forward to using everything. Sorry. This is the, let me check, where does it say what it is? Mama Elephant, Sunny Skies. Obviously, sunny skies, these are the sun rays basically. You have clouds, you have the balloon, you have sentiments, and you have more clouds. I basically bought this because of the sun rays. I have seen so many beautiful cards done with these Mama Elephant on-point borders, especially with those squares. And I think you can always have versatile background stamps, and these are just perfect. There's not much more to say about this. These are simply perfect. And then last but not least, probably like my favorite purchase in the set, the Make-A-Wish stamp set, also by Mama Elephant. I probably bought the entire Mama Elephant stock that Make the Day Special had. I'm sure you have seen many cards with this stamp set on Pinterest, on Flickr, wherever. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous because it's very big. It can be the focal point of a card. You also get some separate stamps, like these star stamps. And I mean, you always need birthday wishes, right? So this is just absolutely perfect. I'm totally delighted, absolutely happy. I'm also broke, as you can imagine, because yeah, this was actually quite expensive. And I have to thank Tara from Make the Day Special for being such an amazing person and for helping me getting this all together and for just, you know, being awesome and having these products in stock here in Europe. So thank you, Tara. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon.